It's 11 o'clock in Germany, so good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our Mirasys Tech Talks or webinars. I'm very proud and glad that we continue this year with this webinar series that we have started a couple of years ago and which was very successful. So today, first of all, let me introduce myself. So I'm Udo Schneider. I'm the presenter today, and I'm working for Mirasys since centuries, I guess. So I'm one of the old guys. And I'm really proud to lead you or to guide you through this webinar today. So what is the content of this webinar today? So first of all, we're talking about Mirasys as a hardware provider, which is very interesting for everybody of us. So, but first of all, we would like to talk about Mirasys itself. So who we are, what we are doing, what is our solution, etc. for the newbies. So maybe there are attendees today who knows us already. So I have 2 slides for this, honestly, so not more. So this is just an overview of what we are doing and why we are in the market. So not really worth to go to the coffee machine and grab a cup of coffee, except you can do it within 2 minutes or so. Then we will talk about the real content today, so hardware. So I will give you an view behind the scenes of our support issues that we have, which are hardware related. So which is our daily business, and gives us also an idea why we are pushing to sell hardware or to buy hardware via Mirasys, why to use Mirasys as a solution provider, not only as a software provider, but also as a solution provider delivering hardware and software itself. We are talking about the Mirasys appliance advantages. I know that this is a tricky thing, so to talk about appliance, servers, hardware. We had a long internal discussion if we should use this appliance as a synonym for our hardware, and I'm pretty sure it's okay, but it might be that you're thinking different in that way. So don't worry about it. So we are delivering hardware, including the software specified for VMS. So let's talk about appliance today. I will also present some selected machines or an overview of what we are delivering so that you can get an idea what is in the standard portfolio of Mirasys today. And we will also talk about tailor-made solutions and maybe also an outlook into the future, what will come with Mirasys within the next, let's say, 1-2 years as well. Because we don't want to stop here and say, okay, we deliver standard hardware. We want to move into this direction that we deliver more and more customized hardware as well. And at the end, we will have a Q&A session. So I hope it would be very interesting for you. So just to keep in mind, if you have any questions, so put them into the Q&A box of Teams and let us know so that I can answer this at the end. So if I'm not able to answer this because it's a very specified question, so please put your email address as well so that we can contact you afterwards. But first of all, let's talk about Mirasys. So Mirasys, the deep vision data company. Wow, marketing slide. Yeah, great. We're intelligent, open, easy to use, and secure. That means not only the software, but Mirasys as a company as well. And that's what we are standing for. This is our philosophy. This is what we are following day by day by day. What does it mean? Our video management system, once we enrich our video management system with more and more intelligent, that means we are connecting it very easily to third party to get data out of the third party system, to match them together with with the video solution, with the video footage, to create alarms or events or whatever. But also we see that more and more there is a demand from customers to build up intelligence based on video. That means we will launch soon, very soon, an own facial recognition and license plate recognition. And we have our VCA right now with AI modelings as well, deep learning stuff, etc. But we see also that customers are coming and saying, hey, I have this issue, so I want to see this certain behavior. Can you create some models on this so that we can alarm this very quickly? And we are doing this. with third-party companies together or by our own, and we are implementing this as well, so that customers have their own AI-based solution on the video system or behind the video system using the video footage that they are delivering and creating alarms. So intelligence out of devices, out of cameras, out of IoT devices or whatever is becoming more and more important. And this is what we are providing. We are very open as a company as well as our system, so we can connect or interconnect to third-party systems in a very simple and cost-effective way. But also as a company, we are very open-minded. So we want to hear what customers are demanding. All the development that we have done so far is done based on customer requirements. And that's what we are standing for. So we have also open connectivities to other technology providers. So if we cannot solve it, we ask our technology partners to do it if they can do it. And if we find a new one, which is helping the customer, it's good for us, it's good for the customer, and in the end also good for the third party which is involved. So completely open-minded. Secure, a system must be secure today. So a lot of people are talking, a lot of companies talking about cybersecurity. Yes, of course, and as an IT company, you need to follow the cybersecurity rules. And we do it as well because we are Microsoft based. Actually, we are still Microsoft based. We are running our system on standard IT in environments, depending on the customer, and we can follow all the rules that cybersecurity is demanding. In most of the cases, it's not the VMS, it's the usage of the VMS, how you're doing it and how you're implementing this. And then at the end, easy to use. This is really what we are standing for. So the customer feedback is always important for us. And if they're saying, you're becoming more complex, you're becoming too complex, then it's critical for us because we want to be easy to use, easy to manage, and easy to handle. And this is what the customers are giving us as a feedback. We have never seen a system or solution that is so easy to manage like Mirasys. And we develop more and more into this direction. So I've seen some samples out of the next versions of Mirasys, and we are doing a lot of creation and initiatives to really make it more easy for you. And even the hardware sales that we are doing today, so that we are saying, okay, you can buy the hardware from Mirasys and please do it, makes it easy for you as well. I'm coming later to this. Yeah, we have now 26 years in the market and handled all the time video management systems. So in that case, we have a lot of expertise in that. Yes, just another example. We are dealing not directly, we are dealing indirectly. So via partners, resellers, system houses, integrators, distributors, etc., etc. And we are concentrating on our, let's say, Mirasys family of partners. So you see here plus 40 countries. We have a lot of vendors who 100 countries, 150 countries, and that's it. We want to concentrate on those countries where we have reliable partners because we are depending on them. That's why I say Mirasys family, because if a partner is coming to us and is concentrating on Mirasys, he needs also to give the support, and that's very important. So why to concentrate, why to deal with an, let's say, a project in a country where we do not have a reliable partner or we cannot find some? We see a lot of pressure from the low-end market, from the cheap market, cheap solution market. So in that case, also this is also very often a trigger for us not to enter a country. So where we are dealing, we are successful. So just to mention USA. So we have a very extremely good reputation on the casino market. Yeah, and that's the reason why we are dealing in the USA very successful. Here in Germany, it's a little bit different. We are supporting all the different verticals. But we have very good, let's say, references in the banking market, in the industry, and in shopping centers, etc., etc. At the end, both of this, how we deal with end customers and how our philosophy is looking like, enables us to deliver an ecosystem as a proven solution for all the verticals, multiple industries that you have in the market. And for every kind of these verticals, we do have references. So we are familiar with them. And it does not matter for us if it is one channel camera solution or it is 10,000 camera solution. It does not really matter for us. Every customer is important for us. And I see it very often also here in my territories, that especially the, let's say, mid-sized customers are having more and more complex scenarios that we need to fulfill. And that's what Mirasys is standing for. With one solution, deliver for every customer a proven, let's say, and workable solution. Okay, that's about Mirasys. So it was not 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry about that. So I thought it could do it in 2 minutes, but you see my passion with Mirasys, yeah, and for the solution. So when I'm starting to talk, I'm talking and talking and talking. So I excuse myself for that. All right, let's come to the behind the scenes scenarios. So I have discussed with our support team what are the common support issues regarding to hardware. I need to mention that we have white papers, how to network, how to set up hardware. We have manuals, we have written documents for everything. But I understand as well in this market that we have an issue. We have a lack of personal staff, well-educated staff and experts. Especially on the integrator side, you have multiple systems, and not all of the systems are IT related. So you need to have somebody who's able to put the cable and connect the cable. You need to have somebody who is connecting or drilling a camera onto the wall. And you need to have also somebody who is doing, for example, the access control system, the burglar alarm system, the fire protection system, etc., etc. So if you deal with VMS solutions, it means also you need to have some IT experts. And that's the tricky thing today, because either they are very expensive and they are very rare, or they are not well educated. This is also a common issue in the market, that especially stuff that is in the market available is not that educated, not well educated as you wish to have. And this lack of personal staff is everywhere. We are also having this issue in finding developers. You have the issue in finding good technicians, able technicians, not so expensive. And that's a tricky thing. So that's the reason why we're talking about hardware, or Mirasys as a hardware deliverer today. And that's also the reason why these day-by-day issues are coming to us. Yeah, the customer, for example, this is a very tricky one, wants to virtualize the whole IT. So also the VMS, how can I do this? I don't have any expert who's doing this, who is able to do this. How can I do this? Can you support us in that way? Yes, we can. Yeah, but you need to know we can do this because we have our IT experts and we have our partners behind us who are able to do this. I'm actually working on one project where we are doing this specialized for a customer. Then other stuff is the storage does not fit. It seems to be too slow, so I cannot write all the stuff, all the video footage to the disks, and I'm losing frames. Yeah, how can we support you in that way? Do I need to NICs to LAN cards in the system? So if I want to connect on one side to the camera system or the camera network, on the other side to the company's domain. Question. How can I set up the NICs so that I'm not losing frames? The graphic card for VCA that I need for VCA does not fit into the servers. So I don't have any servers that can run a NIC and a VCA card inside or a graphic card inside. Or my IT department is not allowing me to do this on their own servers. So how can I solve this problem? Because I want to use VCA. Another point that was my trap as well in the beginning is the VMS stops when Microsoft is doing updates or has done updates. My first experience with Microsoft Windows 10 Home Edition on my laptop was I have done an upgrade on the Microsoft machine or on Windows, and all my automated running services of my VMS were stopping immediately, and there was no way to rerun them. I said, what the hell is happening here? You need to know this, and we can support you in that way, because we are saying, okay, we don't want to support Windows Home editions anymore. It must be a Pro or an Enterprise edition. But you need to know this. My CPU is running by 100%. Why? How can I prevent my CPU against this behavior? Yeah. So what can I do in addition to calm down the CPU in that way? How much memory shall I use when I'm running 100 cameras on a server? Is it enough for 16 gigabyte, or should I use 96 gigabyte or whatever? Is Mirasys supporting multi-cores or whatever? Yeah, all these questions are coming to us, and we need to answer them. We are polite in our way, so we will answer them. But it might be better to buy the hardware from us, so because then you don't have these problems. Other day-by-day issues. Which operating system is compatible with Mirasys? Is the latest one compatible? What graphic card does fit for VCA? My hard disks are crashing often, although the supplier promised me this is a VMS-ready hardware. Shall I use RAID? When shall I use RAID? And when shall I use the SDD, the secure data distribution function in our system? Can I use different hard disk sizes? My cameras are interrupted for some seconds. Why? What is happening? Your system is bad. Yeah, so your VMS has a bug in this. I'm losing records. It costs me too much to configure the hardware. Yeah, this is something that is really serious. Yeah, so if you don't have the personal stuff for this, yeah, if you don't have the experts for this, it's correct. So how can I reduce my costs? And we are helping you in this. So this was just behind the scenes, what is happening on a day-by-day support in our office. So, and as I said, I'm understanding that although everything is written down in documents, sometimes you are not in the conditions to read all this. I would say, no, I don't say these documents. Yeah, you know what I mean, the word with F. So this is why we are providing more and more hardware to prevent you against this and to reduce your workload. So Mirasys hardware advantages. Lower installation costs. This is exactly reflecting what I mentioned before. Yeah. Why should I configure the hardware if I can buy it pre-configured already? One-stop shop, one provider. If there is a mistake or problem on this hardware, I can ask Mirasys. Mirasys VMS proven. I know it is working with our solution. And 5 years support. This is a word. This is really a word. Lower installation costs. So we have pre-installed and pre-configured systems. If hardware is leaving our provider or our premises, all the software is installed on the system. It is running. It is pre-configured for your demand. If you say, this is a master server, it is pre-configured to be a master server. If you say this is a master recorder, it's pre-configured to be a master recorder. If you say it's a client or a display server for the video wall, it's pre-configured to be a client. And that's important. It's ready to use, including the licenses that you have bought in parallel to this. So we installed a license to this as well. So you just need to put it out of the box, install it in the shelf, and connect it to the IT, to the network. Ask the IT in most of the cases to open the connectivity, and then it's running, and you can start to add the cameras to the solution and to configure this like the customer wants to have it. So this reduces your installation costs, and this ease up your life if you don't have any IT expert, including also the hardware configuration. So I mentioned, when should the system do upgrades, updates? how to configure the NIC cards, etc., etc. So that it's not blocking the jumbo frames, it's not blocking the multi-megapixel camera data packages, etc., etc. So we know how to do this, and we will do this for you. 5 years support. I said this is a word. So the systems are coming with 5 years warranty and 5 years on-site support. Is anything broken? Is anything working not correctly as you wish to be, as it should be? Then a certified technician is coming to your site, to your premises, and is repairing the solution. This could be down to the fact that, for example, a server needs to be replaced. So I had this case once, and then the partner came and replaced the server. And it is also included that you can keep your hard disk with the sensitive data. Also, they cannot be read, but it is included. All the machines are coming with this 5 years support. It's already included in the price. One-stop shop, one supplier of hardware and software. VMS ready and pre-built, as I mentioned before. And also our price lists are dedicated to this. So maybe you have seen in the former times we had price lists which includes the software and the hardware. Today we do it in a different way. Let me take some notes on this. What we have identified is we can keep our VMS software prices very stable. So we have done this over the past years, and this year we had a little bit increase in that case. But it's at least a price book is valid for 1 year, maybe longer. For hardware, it's completely different. So we could do this in the past, and we understood today with the different delivery issues, etc., with the news that are coming up, etc., we could not do this. So we have launched a separate price book for the hardware, which is renewed every quarter. Yeah. And it includes not only maybe a price uplift, which is coming from the market, or a price downgrade, which we are also supplying giving to you. It is also containing the changes. So if there is a new CPU coming up, yeah, or new motherboard or new operating system, we will include this immediately in the next price book. So we don't need to wait for 1 year or 2 years as we have done in the past, and then you will get an older machine, although you can buy a newer machine. So we'll have always the same product, but with the latest hardware behind this. And this is our promise that we do, because we need to follow this as well. Another note that I want to give to you is our price books are shared with our partners only, not with end customers, not with any others. If you are not a partner, you're not getting any price book from us. And this is very important as well. A message: we want to protect our partners and our end customers against all others that maybe want to catch some projects that you have raised. Mirasys VMS proven maximum performance, tailor-made and setup designed and tested for Mirasys software. All the devices, all the machines that we are selling are proven by Mirasys, so that they are running with our solution. There is no issue in that. So the only thing that may be is that you are overruling the system by adding too many cameras to this. Then it's an issue, but normally we are delivering it that is Mirasys proven. Yeah. We want to go through some selected machines. So we have 2 different options in that way. So we are dealing with Dell on one side, and we are dealing with Tarox in Germany on the other side. Why the hell are we doing this? So because we have different demands in different markets, and that's the reason why we are reacting in that way. Yeah. So let's have a short overview about both companies or both devices that we are having as standard devices in our system. So the selection for all countries is a Dell selection. So the hardware is coming from Dell, is a Dell OEM. And the selection, you see it here, a micro form factor, small form factor, towers, and then the 19 inches units for rack mounting. So you see in 1U, 2Us, and the second 2U also with, I think there's a dual CPU inside. You see here what you can use as a spotter client. You see here what you can use. Spotter client means also In that case, if there is an NVIDIA card inside, you can use it also as an video wall server, display server as well. Then you see also what you can use as a master server, depending on the size of the system, for sure. You see what you can use as a recording server and what is our recommendation, standard recommendation, how many channels you should run on this. So it is always an assumption because it's depending on the resolution, on the frame rate and the codec that they're using. If you want to use it as a client at the same time as a master recorder or just as a master recorder. So in that case, you have our expertise. Ask us, yeah. Give us the your plan and we will recommend what hardware you should use. And then at the end, VCA AI, our server-based AI, is also becoming more and more important. And you see also what kind of systems you can use as an AI server. We need for the AI stuff, for the deep learning stuff inside the VCA already, always a CUDA-ready NVIDIA card. And you see that we have here two RTX A4000 and T4000 with a number of channels that you can support. We have also other, we have access to other NVIDIA cards which can do more or less. So it's really depending on you, but please talk to us so we have the solution for this. And for Central Europe, we have a cooperation with Tarox AG in Germany, which is very close to Dortmund in the middle of Germany. Besides, you can also buy Dell hardware from us in that way. So it's not forbidden to buy Dell hardware, but in Germany we are, or in the DACH region, in Central Europe, means Benelux, etc. We are providing in the first stage this hardware. You see also the same here with different models here, slim, small form factor, 2 towers, also available as 19 inches solutions, then the rack mounted stuff. And you see also here, especially this last line, the MT4U Xeon AI. This is a Xeon. This is an AI-based or AI-ready server for maximum of 30 channels, maybe 38, 40 channels, depending on the resolution, etc. But here is an NVIDIA card already inside, pre-built inside and pre-configured. So you see all the possibilities. This is something that we are sharing with you when we are sharing the price books with you. If you never heard about this, if you have never seen this, contact us because it's essential for you. All right. Finally, I would like to go about tailor-made hardware portfolio. What does it mean? I'm getting it more and more. I'm getting this request more and more. That customers are coming to us or partners are coming to us and said, okay, your pre-configured solution is very nice, but I have a customer who wants to have a virtualization. I have a customer who wants to have Hyper-V back-to-back of the master server, yeah? Or I have a customer who wants to have a special ruggedized solution for cars, bus and trucks or whatever. Can you provide a solution for this? Yes, these are a selection of hardware providers we are dealing with, and all of them can provide us a special customized solution. Independent if it is the virtualized solution, if it is a tailor-made Linux machine that you need maybe for special AI solutions or whatever, independent of if you want to have a hyper-converged system or a hyper-convergence system with extreme high capabilities, and if you want to have an external hard disk array for a couple of servers, whatever you want, we can deliver, and we can deliver it very fast. And that's my message to you as well, because I see the standard hardware is good for the daily business, but especially for, let's say, high sophisticated customers, we can deliver everything. And also then it is proven because all of these partners have also our expertise behind this. So we can lead them through the process to set up a virtual machine or a virtual environment that is fitting our requirements and the requirements of the customer. Yeah, all right. So you see, maybe somebody is asking, okay, why the hell we cannot see any machines? I think this would lead too far. So we have delivered the data sheets to you. We have delivered the price books to you. And to go into the deep would lead too far right now. So I think it's better to have a face-to-face meeting or a chat via Teams if you want to be introduced in the standard solutions which are valid for your region, and to have a chat with the sales guys, maybe also to help you in how to select this. I think this is more essential than to have here, let's say, 3 hours webinar and to go into the micro environment of every server. At the end, Mirasys is standing for the hardware solutions, including the software, and you can be sure that what we are delivering is on the same quality level as our software. Yeah, and that's important for us. If we want to sell something which is coming from a third party, which is natural, yeah, so you can be sure that it is proven by us. And this is our message today to you. What would be the outlook into the future? As I said, we will adopt newest hardware all the time on a quarterly base. That's the first message that I want to give to you. And the second message is there will come more information about hardware that we will use in the future as well. I was talking about artificial intelligence. So it requires, especially for customized solution, a special board. So we cannot do this with NVIDIA cards anymore. So we have a special board for this that we will launch very soon. Actually, it's just on customer requirement that we are doing this specialized on customized solutions, but we will launch it as an let's say standard solution as well. Sorry, and we are thinking also about we are going into direction of cloud-based solutions. So how can we set up hybrid solutions in that way and make it secure? Yeah, so we're talking about gateway solutions on hardware. We're talking about DVRs and VRs to be implemented. This is something that is coming very soon in this year. And I think it would be very interesting for you to hear about this as well, so that we can cover the market more and more in that way. All right, let's come to the Q&A session. So it would be very great to hear your comments or your questions. And if you have comments afterwards, if you have some critics afterwards, yeah, so Udo, you're talking too much or whatever, yeah, just let me know, because I cannot improve myself if I'm not hearing from you what is good, what is wrong. The point is also, we have recorded this webinar or this tech talk, and we will also publish it on the on our YouTube channel, so you can use it also for your advertisement or for emphasizing your customers also. Look what Mirasys is doing, so feel free in that way. So, but we are coming now to the questions, right? So let's see. I know that it's taking some time until you have submit your questions. Okay, there's one question here. So I've seen that there is no MSRP pricing, so customer or recommended end customer price on the price book. Why? I think this is the hardware world. Yeah. So even if we are having our own OEM hardware specialized and certified for Mirasys, we are still competing against the street pricing of every provider. And that's the reason why we are not putting any recommended end user prices in this, because we are putting a small margin on top of this for our efforts, for our work. And then we are providing the price to you, and then it's up to you how much you put on top of it. It's the 1%, 2%, 10%, or whatever. It depends on your customer. It depends on the project. And we want to keep you free on this, that you see, okay, there is a recommended end user price. I will use it, and then you're losing the project. Not really fair. So that's the reason why. There is another question. I need to clean my glasses, I guess. Yeah. Is there any additional price for configuring the system from your side? No. The price that is in the price book is including the configuration of our hardware to our VMS, including the installation costs that we have for software installation and the license installation costs. Licenses are sold separately, but the license is installed and pre-configured on the server. There is a question coming from Maxime. Hi, Maxime, nice to meet you here. Analog cameras, IP converters also in your portfolio? No. We had them in our portfolio in the past, but we sold them less and less. So the number of, I personally, in my territory, I'm covering Eastern Europe, Central Europe, and Southern Europe, was, I think, since the last 3 years, there was no requirement for analog IP converters anymore. Before that, I have sold maybe 20 in the year. So in that case, the number of encoders that we have sold were not good enough. If you have any requirements for this, we can bring you into connection to some providers. So I have a very good distributor here in Austria who can deliver to a very reasonable price, a very good IP encoder in that way. But in that case, please give me a call or just send me an email if you're interested, and I can bring you into connection to this guy. Volkan is here. Hi, Volkan, nice to meet you. You said that in this year we will support DVRs and NVRs, right? Yes, I can just say yes, because this is a secret project. I cannot talk about this right now, but we will do. We will do in a certain way. Yes. If you want to have more details about this, give me, let's say, 1 or 2 months, and I can answer this question in a more detailed way. Okay. I'm looking into other questions, if there are any. Okay, how fast can you deliver? There's one anonymous. It really depends, but normally within 2 to 3 weeks is the delivery time. If you have specialized customized solution, then it's taking maybe a little bit longer, but the standard delivery time is between 2 and 3 weeks. And honestly, we're actually very proud of this, that we can do it in that way, because we have then also delivery times of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months already. That's the reason why we are selecting every quarter what is available on the market to set up delivery times which are acceptable from your side. Okay, there's one question. So I'm interested in this CEO stuff. I mean the hardware that we are providing in Central Europe for Tarox. Can I use it in other countries outside Central Europe as well? It depends on you. So if we have this strategy to have experts, technicians, certified technicians to do the on-site support. If you don't need it, we can do it as well. Yes, then you don't have this on-site support. Then if something is broken, you can ship it back and it will be repaired. Or you have so much sales, let's say in that way, that we have a dedicated expert in your country, then it's possible as well. All right, perfect. Oh, Maxim, yeah, that sounds good. Just send me this email and I will bring you in contact with this. So it seems to be interesting for you. Very good. All right, guys. I don't think that there are new questions anymore. No. Okay. As I said, if you're happy with this, share it with your customers. And if you have some critics or some issues with this presentation, just let me know. I can improve myself. I can do it in a much better way the next time. I can learn. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm very glad that you have joined our webinar. I hope it was fruitful for you. And I'm very keen to get in touch with you so that we can talk in details about the hardware that we can deliver to you. And other things, if you are interested in anything, just let us know. You see, you can get in touch with us via sales@mirasys.com or via the chat functionality of our homepage, or directly to me. My email address is udo.schneider mirasys.com, Schneider as the standard German synonym, Schneider. Yeah, the next webinar or next Tech Talk will happen in a couple of weeks, I guess, when version 9.6 is coming up, is launched, and we will talk pretty sure about the server-based license plate recognition, and maybe also about the facial recognition, which is part of the version 9.6. So just have a look to our homepage, to our newsletter. You will be informed very soon about this. And then I'm glad and happy to see you the next time. So stay healthy, stay secure, and be successful. All the best to you. Cheers. Bye-bye.